Hi, it's Nat Black Cat Crafts. Today we are with Spellbinders Craftoween Day 3. I was just going to do a live, but it turns out I went to push the button and it said it'd be ready in 24 hours. So maybe I'll do a live next Sunday. Right, so Day 3 is this really cool poison bottle. I've done a project to show you how that I've made it, but I've also got another 2 that I've done, which is really cool. So I'll show you the project that I've done first, and that is, I love Halloween, and I normally we get a lot of trick-or-treaters because I always do a little something outside. I love a bit of expanding foam this time of year, so I've got a lot of like bodies on the garden with headless foam. It's brilliant. So I like to do all my trick-or-treaters like a little treat box with some sweets in. Unfortunately, I've got no sweets to put in this yet because I'm not that organised, but I am going to make some more of these to dish out. Yeah, so I just thought that was really cute. I like to have a little 3D project with something. So I'm going to show you how to make that. So I've got a piece of, it's like a lime green cardstock. I'm not actually sure where this has come from. Everything's really mixed up now, but it's just a fabulous Halloween lime green colour. And this bit of card measures 5.5 by 4.5 inches. Then with your scoreboard, along the 5.5 inch, you're going to score at 2 and 3.5, then turn it round to the 4.5 side, and you're going to score at 1.5 and 3. Okay, get rid of that. Grab your bone folder, and we're just going to go and crease all those lines. That, and then grab your scissors. Okay, we're going to cut up there just to the middle, and the same the other side. And then I'm just going to get rid of that bulky sort of score line there. Get rid of that. Chip away at that. And then we're going to turn it over and we're going to do the same. So straight up to the middle. I'm just going to chip away at that piece and do the same on that side. Like that. Okay. And then to pop it together, we're going to fold this piece, and then I'm going to fold that piece so it's got rid of that little centre bit, so it's nice and even. Okay, so I'm going to grab some glue. I'm going to pop some on the middle, and then that piece is going to come up, and that is going to fold onto there. And then with that piece we've just folded up, I'll pop a bit of glue on there. Make sure to get it on the edge. And then we'll fold that over. Just makes it a bit better looking. Not that the kids care what it looks like really, they're only interested in the sweets inside, but there you go. So a little bit on there, fold that over, fold that up. Or just pop some on the flat there and fold that over. Make sure that's all stuck down. I will just say thank you everybody for subscribing to my channel. I can't believe I'm like 500 and think it was 504 before I looked, before I did the video. I just think it's brilliant. So thank you everybody listening to me waffle on. Right, that's our box. Just get rid of the glue for a minute. Okay, so I've cut out in the same colour 2 of the bottles, because obviously we want one for the front and we want one for the back. And then with these, I'm just using a bit of the Stampin' Up Early Espresso. And I'm just going to dirty my bottles up a little bit. Oh. Yeah, I am going to have a look on Amazon to see if I can get myself a decent holder for my phone when I do my videos, because it's really wobbling. Next week I'll be more organised. Going to do the other side. I mean, you can't really see an awful lot of the back piece, but we just sort of do the top half really, like that. So there's our bottles, and then I've got a piece of orange that's going to go behind this piece, so you can see the poison in orange. This paper, I found this in the range when me and my sister are out Halloween shopping. How fab is this paper? I mean, in our shops over at in the UK, we haven't got a lot of Halloween stuff. I'm living in the wrong country. I mean, America just do it so much better, Halloween, but this to me is absolutely fabulous. So I had to buy that. So I'm using a piece of this one here. So I've just cut that out, and again I'm just going to pop a little bit of the brown just to sort of go around, just to sort of dirty it up a little bit, like that. And then that is going to go on top of there. So a little bit of glue. I just pop some on there if I can get the glue out. Oh, yeah, and then it all comes splodging out, and I've got too much on there. It just blocks up, doesn't it? Just pop a bit on there. And I'm making a right bloody mess, but there you go. That's all part of the process. Okay, so that is then going to pop on there. Everyone else just makes it look so much more professional than what I do. It's okay. It's all part of the fun, isn't it? Rub some of that glue off my fingers. Oh dear. Sticky stuff. Okay. And with that, I've got a piece of white cardstock that I've cut out my skull and crossbones. And again, I'm just going to pop a little bit of the brown just to sort of dirty him up a little bit. Just a little bit on the bones. Looking far too white. Okay. Like that. And then with the eyes, I've got a piece of the green. And I'm just going to cut out a little bit just to stick behind, just so he's got the green eyes. So you can just sort of work around that way you want to cut it and stick it. Get rid of that. And we'll pop that on so he's got the green eyes and the nose coming through. And then just trim off those pieces that you don't need. Like that. Okay, so that is then going to stick on our piece there. So another little bit of glue. Let's use my tweezers. that's just going to stick in the middle there of the poison. And we'll pop on our little bones. And we'll pop those there. Okay. Just pop the ink pad away. I've also got some of this Wink Stella, and I'm just going to pop a little bit on our bottles. Again, you won't really need an awful lot on the back piece, it's just the top you're going to see really. I'm going to leave those to dry for a minute, and then for the little cork to go on our bottle, I've got a piece of brown, and then I've cut out a piece of black as well, and that's just going to sit on our brown bottle. Pop a little bit of glue on there, and that just sits on the top. Your little cork. I've had a lot of fun with this one. I don't really get an awful lot of time. Try and fit it in where I can really. Although my husband would disagree, say, oh, you're always sitting at your desk. I'm not. Okay, there's our little corks. And then you've got this little piece here that I've cut out in just a slightly darker shade of green. And I'll cut out 2 of those. So we will pop this all together. So that's our front piece. And we're going to pop our poison label on the top of that. And that's going to go just there in the middle. Like that. And then we've got a little bottle top there. Going to pop a little bit of glue on there, and I've just angled this ever so slightly. I just pop that on, and then we've got a little piece there that's just going to sit over the top. Well, I put mine over the top anyway. About there. It's well cute, isn't it? So we'll pop that other one on the back. Again, at a slight angle. And then there's our other green piece. And that is just going to sit there. Like that. So we'll bring our little box back. I think I'm going to have that at the front, like that. So that is going to sit there. So I just had a rough guide, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue just there on the back, and then with your box, just sort of line that up, make sure it's all even. And it's sitting there nice. Just use your bone folder just to push that down. And then again with the back piece, I'll pop some glue on there. Pop that down. Make sure it's all sitting flush with the bottom and you're not wonky. And then just use your bone folder just to pop that down. And that's your little treat box for your little trick-or-treaters that come round. Honestly, I think last year I didn't have as many as the year before. I put over 200 the time before. And it's like, there's only like 16 houses on my road. And I'm the only bugger that does anything. So you can still have the lights flashing. So there's a bloody herds of them come down. But I love it. You get all ages. Mums and dads dress up. I dress up as well. I can't help it. I ain't gonna never grow up. I love it. So that's going to be some of my little treat boxes for my trick-or-treaters. But also, I will show you what else I've made. I've been playing around with some felt. So I've made this little wreath. Can't really get it all on the screen. But I just cut out, it's really, it's quite a thin sort of felt. But the dies worked really well in my die cutting machine. So I've just cut out some little bottles. But I've also sort of backed them with a bit of card, just to sort of give them a bit more sort of strength as well. So I thought that was really cute. And you've got bit of day 2 there as well, the little skull. There's a lot of skull and crossbones. Dog hair, yeah, there's dog hair everywhere. And then with these, I just did that on my Cricut. I cut out the felt pieces, and then I just ironed on the vinyl. And oh, that's day 4. Yeah, sneak peek of day 4. But everyone's doing them day to day. I'm doing them weekly. So yeah, I thought that was really cute. And then yesterday I was having a play, and I did this card. I thought that was really cute as well. So I've used some of the Spellbinders. What did I use? Yeah, now you're asking. I think I used that one. I used the Builder Reef. I used these pieces, the twig pieces. And then for the sweets, was it that one? Then I used the Halloween wreath add-on for the little sweets. And the bats, I think the bats, yeah, the bats are there as well. Did a bit of ink blending, and I thought that was a pretty cute card as well. So yeah, that's what I've made with day 3. Again, come follow me. I'm on Instagram, blackcatcrafts_NattyStop. Come find me and see all my projects. I will be back with day 4 next Sunday. Hopefully I'll be doing a live. Okay, thank you very much to everybody that's been watching and subscribing. Honestly, it means so much to me. I just think it's fabulous. Thank you so much. Okay, bye.